Last time on Kombi Life, we were in the town of Farmersville, California, where we met up with world-class leading engine builders CB Performance, who designed a 1950s air-cooled engine with a modern twist. With almost double the horsepower and huge smiles on our faces, we're about ready to begin driving across the planet. In this episode, we'll be testing out our new engine for the first time, getting some much-needed overlanding advice from the experts, and saying a final goodbye to our beloved West Coast. Hello, boomerang. Look at that, everything just comes to life. Oh, let's go.
Oh god, so powerful, so much power. It sounds amazing.
Oh, I feel so good! Oh my days. It feels so good. This is by far the best air-cooled engine I've ever driven. I wish we'd had this for the last 5 years.
So now that we have a really good engine, me and Ben aren't going to know what to talk about now.
Yeah.
What are we going to do
Travelling.
with
We
ourselves?
can go travelling now. Woohoo! Don't blow it up, don't blow it up. I'm just having too much fun!
Boomerang had been getting a lot of attention recently, and we'd been spending a lot of time working on this bus. But we hadn't been giving ourselves some time, especially little Alaska. So we decided to take her on a little adventure to her favourite place in the USA.
We couldn't leave the West Coast without saying goodbye to one of our favourite places in Northern California, the magical redwoods. Actually, we're in Sequoia National Park right now.
In snow.
This is Alaska's favourite place in the States that we've ever been to, and she just loves the environment in the sequoia trees and the sound of the squirrels and everything. And her second favourite thing is snow. So the combination of the two things today.
She's in heaven. She's running around the decorations.
She hasn't stopped doing that for half an hour. It's actually Alaska's 6th birthday today, so this is kind of like a birthday celebration, taking her to her favourite place. She's acting like a 2-year-old, not a 6-year-old.
It's snowing in the Sequoias.
For the first time in a long time, we felt confident that our engine would get us to where we needed to go, and we were buzzing. I can't believe it, I'm in 4th gear and I'm doing 55 miles an hour uphill. There's no way that I would make this grade in any other Volkswagen that I've driven. Woohoo! Go Boomerang! We do have an awesome new engine, but we're still in the process of building this Kombi. Right now, without a central base, we are bouncing between locations to work on Boomerang. And unfortunately, we didn't quite make it to the next one. Not good. That is not good. Wheel bearing just tried to shatter on us on the highway, so we have a whole set of wheel bearings for the back, not the front. So we are going to try and put as much grease in there as possible and see if we can at least make it to the coast where we might be able to get more supplies. See what happens. See here, that ball bearing there is broken and that one's fused. Unfortunately, this is the only one that we have, so we have to reuse it. So we're going to pack it with as much grease as we can and see if we can make it the 100 miles to our destination. I'm not sure if that's possible. This looks really bad. No other choice right now. Saturday night.
Luckily, that midnight roadside repair worked, and we made it the final 100 miles to the coast of California, the town of Los Osos, and the home of our friends GoWesty.
GoWesty and Kombi life go a ways back. We never miss an opportunity to come in and see them, partly because they're just awesome people, and partly because of the incredible VW knowledge that they possess.
We're not just fans of their expertise, but also their innovation and what they do for the Volkswagen community.
My name is Jade Josie. I'm the general manager of GoWesty Camper Products. GoWesty is all about innovating for VW campers. So we supply parts and accessories, and we also have a really robust R&D team that spends its time engineering solutions for these iconic vehicles.
GoWesty supply parts for VW van restoration, yes, but more than that, they actually engineer parts to improve these vehicles beyond what they were originally capable of. And that is why we are here.
For this expedition and our build, GoWesty are going to be our lead consultants on how we can turn our classic VW into an overlanding adventure machine.
As you know, with your upcoming adventure, you really need to bring a lot of gear and kit along with you when you're overlanding. And these vans are wonderful for that, and they have lots of well thought out storage opportunities, but getting a lot of that stuff outside the van is, a drastic improvement as far as livability goes when you're traveling every single day in the van and living in the van. Our swing-away system is one of our most popular products, and probably one of the most important as far as overlanding is concerned.
So if we put the swing-away system on our bus, we could have the tyre outside, which would free up some space inside, which would be great. And we could have some other kind of storage on the other side, right?
A lot of people, they like to put fluids like oil, power steering, which I know you guys don't really have.
No.
Coolant, things like that, just because you're sleeping, you're living, you're cooking, you don't really want to have that stuff inside the vehicle. You'd rather keep it out.
One of the ideas with the swing-away system is keeping all the weight over the rear axles. I mean, with these vehicles, the engine's already in the back, so the vehicles are, they're designed to carry that type of weight as opposed to having it on the front. There are some instances where we do put a good amount of weight on the front of a vehicle like a VW Synchro, but even that isn't ideal as far as suspension is concerned. So that's the goal, is having everything, partitioned to the back, not having it all up on the roof as well, and just keeping the center of gravity as low as possible.
This isn't a standard Vanagon bumper, is it?
No, this is GoWesty's aftermarket bumper, and that's obviously a GoWesty hitch.
There's only one issue. This bumper and this system is not going to fit on our bus.
True.
But to be honest with you, I think we need it. We totally need this kind of storage, and it will be worth us adapting something to make that work.
Totally. No, I agree. This, in my opinion, this is one of the best systems you can get for any overlanding or especially what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I agree. The swing-away system would be ideal for us, but it has been innovated for the GoWesty reinforced bumper, which was designed for the Vanagon and is unfortunately too big for our bus. However, GoWesty hooked us up with their fabricator so we could create a custom overlanding bumper for our 73 bay window bus.
Whilst John was busy working his magic, we needed somewhere to stay for the night. So we checked in to the GoWesty Hotel. This is the van that GoWesty has lent us for the day. Wow, it's a camper. It's such a nice camper. Compared to what we're in at the moment, this is awesome. Can't believe we get to sleep in this. Cool, so cozy, it's so roomy in here.
Should we swap?
Yeah.
Alaska. Okay. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was fun. So this morning we're debating whether we're going to have a 3/4 bed in our bus because this is a 3/4 bed.
Yeah, and I was very against it. I'm like, we're not getting a 3/4 bed. I need my space to sleep. But this has been all right.
So a 3/4 bed means that the bed only goes 3/4 away across the bus. Previously we've had a full-size bed so we can sleep with lots of people, which was fun. But now we really need the storage, so we'd like to have a 3/4 bed, but I don't know if I can trust Leah to sleep in the 3/4 bed. Basically, I'm sleeping with a starfish.
That's how I sleep. But I think I can get used to this. On hot nights, it's going to be quite hard. Maybe we can adapt something where the storage isn't this close, so we've got to push back a bit so we have a little bit more room. Breathing room, but I think we can live with the 3/4.
Really?
I think so.
Alaska. You want to get up, Alaska? Alaska, there's chickens outside.
I think you're in here.
Alaska, there's pizza on the floor. Alaska. No, she doesn't want to move. You know what's weird? This camper is a modern camper in comparison, but it was actually built in 2001. So it's like 17 years old.
It feels new though.
It's like brand new. It's got airbags, all the electrical stuff. Like the lights don't come on until you release the handbrake. And just weird stuff like that. So it's a great camper, but it's not something that I'd like to take around the world. You?
I could take it around the world.
I could take these seats around the world. These
Yeah,
seats
they're
are so comfortable.
Today is an exciting day because we get to see if it's possible to adapt a GoWesty swing-away system to use on a bus.
Right, so this is what I came up with. How's it going?
This looks great.
I think it came out pretty cool, actually. A couple things though. The tray actually works. It doesn't really come past. You still got a good inch or so from that, and then it opens up and clears.
This custom bumper here is going to be the basis of our Overlanding swing-away storage system. GoWesty have inspired us and we have some great ideas on how this will go, but this project is not finished yet and it's going to require further fabrication, so we'll have to come back to this project later.
You guys are gonna get saliva all over that engine.
Have you seen it? It's
Yeah.
pretty dope, man.
It is dope. Wow, look at that bumper. That is badass.
Look at that thing.
It's gorgeous.
Honestly, Jade, I think that you're going to get a lot of interest in this.
I think you're right.
I wouldn't be surprised if people are calling for this product for their
Why
buses.
don't we have one for them?
Well, we probably will soon.
I tell you what, guys, if you think you would rock a bumper like this so that you could have the swing-away system on a bus, let me know in the comments below and let's see if we can make it happen. Hey man, if there's enough people that want one, that's how Kickstarters work, right?
That's exactly. Yeah, that's.
I think you're gonna have a lot more success with this bus.
The last thing to do before we hit the road was for GoWesty expert mechanic Mike to put Boomerang on the lift and take care of our dodgy wheel bearings. There was no way he was letting us cross America like this. Mike has owned V-dubs since before I was born. He's helped us a lot in the past and he played a big part in enabling us to reach the Arctic with our previous Kombi Capito. So it was great to have him lay his expert hands on Boomerang too.
Before we left, GoWesty loaded us up with parts to help us with our continued transformation of our vintage V-dub.
Well, I'll be following you on the interwebs. Oh, you're so welcome. But we're gonna miss you too.
These guys have been a huge part of our American adventures and a big inspiration for us.
Good travels. I'm going to miss you, man. Like, it's always open, wherever we are.
They are going to be missed.
You're welcome to be.
And as we say in Australia, they're a bunch of bloody legends.
Can't believe we have to say goodbye to the West Coast. Seriously, California is one of the best places I've ever road tripped. It's definitely in like the top 5 places to road trip in the world. And we have to say goodbye now. We're almost ready to head east, but there is no way we could start this trip without saying goodbye to our friends in San Diego. And plus, we had a couple of things we needed to install on the Kombi.
One of the things that we want to change about this old bus is the seat belts. The original seat belts are really unsafe. They can't be adjusted and they're really, really tight. So we're going to upgrade to the newer model ones from GoWesty. We got these from. So they're going to be a lot more safer and a lot more comfortable, and we can adjust them and they just fit nicely.
Oh, yeah, these definitely work. Yeah. That is a massive improvement. The real beauty of adapting this GoWesty swing away system to work on the bus is being able to now be open to so many more accessories, like this tire carrier for one, and then reversing it for this to have this additional storage is just golden. So we can keep like the jack or anything that we don't really want to have in the bus inside this tire carrier here. Awesome. Not only is that additional security for the back of the bus, but it also opens up the other side for us to do something else with. We're going to be evolving this bumper as we progress and to kind of adapt it for the bus with a roof rack and stuff. To be designed, watch this space, coming soon. I'm excited to see how it ends up looking, because already I'm absolutely in love with this feature of the bus. Honestly, there is still so much to do with this Kombi, but we have made some good progress.
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen it yet. Look at how pretty it is. See what happened? Went to California and got a new shiny bus.
Yeah, we're shipping the bus from New York to the UK, to his home.
New York City?
Yeah, so we have to drive all that way.
You're gonna drive?
Yeah.
To New York?
Yes, why?
No, that's on the other side.
I know.
That's way over that way.
I know.
New York, better get it.
Well, yeah, we've only got 3 weeks to do it.
Okay, 3 weeks is
that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
in this.
Hey, I don't know. It took 4 years to get to Alaska.
Yeah, exactly.
It might take more than 3 weeks to get to New York.
Yeah.
This is how you're leaving?
Well, we have to sleep on the floor. Sleep in this
Oh wow, this is a dry bus, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this. Whoa, bro.
So we need to fix this.
Oh, this is door number 2.
This is door number 2.
Oh wow! Holy mackerel! See, look at this. You got direct injection. Holy mackerel! You did not build this.
No.
Correct.
You did not do this. This is stellar. Wow.
Cat from CB Performance. You know those guys?
CB Performance. Matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They make really good stuff.
Yeah.
There's top quality place. Wow. This is way too clean for you.
Yeah, you know what's cool about this engine? Pat, he can log into our engine wherever we are in the world, as long as we've got an internet connection, and he can tune our engine for us.
No way.
We feel so blessed that we were able to meet so many remarkable people on the West Coast. 10-Foot Doug was the guy who introduced us to the American Volkswagen community. He taught us a lot about our previous South American bus, helped us on the search for a new one, and even rode with us when we had a drag race with Jehu Garcia's electric Samba.
Ron and Nick were 2 of the first people that we met in the US, We met them when we were giving free slacklining lessons when we first arrived in the States. They gave me a roof over my head when I was sick, and even lent me a computer screen to edit on when a dog mysteriously jumped into the Kombi and smashed my computer. Fun side fact, Ron almost won our previous Kombi. Almost, but not quite.
Tom, who hosted this gathering, has been on adventures with us on both sides of the border. He'd given us a roof over our heads on many occasions, a bus to film in when we'd given away our own. He'd visited us when we got depressed during the build, and donated tools and his time to ensure that we succeeded in getting Boomerang road ready before our time in America was up.
If we'd never set out on these adventures, then we would never have had the chance to meet these people. But this nomadic lifestyle comes at a price, and that is that we have to say goodbye. When our paths cross again, we don't know, but it's likely to be a very long time. There is so much of the US that we are yet to see, but we only have 3 weeks to make it all the way to New York, where we'll be shipping our bus to Europe. From here, we say farewell to the Pacific Ocean and the west coast of America. With Mexico in the background, we can now, for the first time ever, start driving east. We are going to drive across the whole of the USA, but that is a story for next time. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Kombi crew members can log on now to watch the behind the scenes video of how we recorded narration for this episode, plus access to over 100 bonus videos from the series available just to you guys. Click the join button below this video or visit our Patreon page to gain access and help us keep this production rolling. Thanks again for watching and for believing in us. Until next time, happy travels.